start. So as always, let's get our bits and pieces. If you have a yoga block, great. We're going to do a supported bridge, but it's just as easy. You can use a pillow or cushions, anything like that. Preferably something that's a little bit firm. So you don't want to sink too much. But you know what? When you fold the blanket up tight, oh, Mary, you're I'm gonna mute you again, Mary. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. No. Got me. Yeah. And so even if you fold the blanket real tight, that's going to be a nice support for a supported bridge. So really nice class tonight. Our focus is a little bit of movement. We're doing a really nice breath technique tonight. It's called bee breath. Mary, I'm going to mute you again. I don't know why that keeps happening. No problem. No, gotcha. No problem. And we'll do some movement, and as always, just do whatever suits you, right? So if anything feels like it's too much, if your back or anything like that, you just skip it. And then we're going to have a long guided relaxation at the end. So let's start by sitting on our mat, okay? And as always, I love loads of props when I'm sitting. I like to support my legs, and like to sit on a cushion, all of that. And so does the sound okay? Everyone can hear me okay? Okay. I was reading a quote from my teacher, Kia Miller, and I printed it up and I want to share it with you guys. And I suppose it's like I keep repeating the same stuff because it really is the same stuff we're all the time doing. And so we're all the time removing stagnation, enlivening the energy, right? So feeling and working the inner body so that we can calm the mind. It's very hard to have a calm mind when we have a lot of discomfort in our body. So the physical postures do that. They move the limbs, they remove stiffness. And so our focus tonight will be doing a little bit of that. But then we use the breath techniques to internalize the mind. And when we internalize the mind, we're really working on cultivating a relationship with our mind, with our thoughts, and becoming the master. So that we are in charge and the mind isn't like a wild horse running every which way it wishes to go. And so the key with cultivating that relationship with our thoughts is presence. Being able to notice, being able to see. I know for me, the visual that always helps me is to imagine a volcano. And the volcano is erupting, right? And these are our thoughts. And if we jump into the volcano, right, we're lost in that eruption, right? Oh, this, and this person said this, and oh, I'm going to say this, and all of these thoughts, right? And not necessarily all negative, but just different thoughts. If we can sit on the rim of the volcano, we still have the eruptions, right? We still have the thoughts, but we can see them. We are just a step back, like those three birds. We are the bird watching the bird making the nest. And even past that, we are the bird watching the bird that is watching. So our presence, internalizing the mind, connects us with our intuitive perception, with our ability to observe, be aware, be fully alive and present, and not reacting. And so all the practices we do are with this goal, to become the master. And so let me read the quote. All problems are created and solved by the mind. In other words, the mind creates the mess and the mind finds a way to clean it up. However, without creating a conscious relationship with our thoughts and learning to disidentify with them, we are not able to understand what the underlying problem is, let alone find a solution. And so the definition of yoga is to calm the fluctuations of the mind in order that we can recognize our true nature. And our true nature is pure love, pure compassion. And once we get rid of all that stuff in between us and that, then that pure love and compassion manifests. And we've all felt it, right? And in order to do this, in order to recognize our true nature, we need to work systematically to move stagnation out of our body, right? To balance our energy and then tend to the fluctuations of the mind. The mind is the final frontier. And as Mr. Iyengar famously quoted, the mind is the hardest part of the body to adjust. And so we must be so patient, right? Not at all frustrated. Our mind's going to wander. We're going to keep, it's a lifetime journey, but we are on the right path, right? We're on the right path. As long as we're focusing on being present, on not reacting. And each time the mind wanders, we come back again. So let's begin. And it's good to remember our reason, the deeper reason, like that, the calming of the fluctuations of the mind, so that when we get lost, we go, oh yeah, that's right. I'm here to do a job, and my job is to be fully present, to feel my breath, and when the mind wanders, to very patiently, with so much love and compassion, bring it back again. So let's close our eyes, and let's breathe deeply. And notice once we close our eyes, there's less external stimuli. The eyes are our biggest source of input. I mean, we also get input from all our other senses, but really once the eyes are open, wow, so many different parts of the brain just fire up. And once we close the eyes, it is much easier for our attention to go inside. And now, and what often can happen, right, is suddenly as soon as you close your eyes, so many thoughts can arise. So let's start to notice our breath. And so patient. Sometimes we might get one whole breath cycle that we notice without our mind wandering. Sometimes we might get 3 breath cycles. But don't go thinking for 1 minute that everybody else is sitting, noticing every breath without interruption, right? This is a wild horse that we must patiently train, and we must work breath by breath. And that sense, like the ocean, we're dropping away from the waves, from the surface of the mind, and dropping down. And just take a couple more breaths here. When we breathe deeply, when we internalize the mind, we change the neural pathways, and we also relax the nervous system. We allow the parasympathetic nervous system to become the rest and digest, to become more active, and we let the sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight, slow down a little bit. And the fact of our lives is so much input coming at us. Instead of the fight or flight just being active when we're actually at risk, we end up having the sympathetic nervous system activated quite frequently throughout the day. So this low level of stress, maybe even a high level of stress. And so our task is to slowly let the sympathetic nervous system be less dominant, and let's allow the rest and digest, the parasympathetic, be more dominant. So we're going to do a breathing technique. It's called Brahmari breath. And we often do this with children, Sean and myself, when we're teaching children's yoga, and it's called a buzzing bee breath. And because of the sound that's vibrating through your mind, the sound of the buzzing has a very calming effect on the nervous system, very calming effect on the brain. And so we'll inhale deeply through the nose, and as we exhale, we'll buzz like a bee. And we find kind of the mid-level, so not high or low. I'm going to take the mic off me while we do this, so you don't have this really loud buzzing coming at you, right? I'm going to put it over here. You'll still hear me, maybe just not, that you'll be able to hear your own buzzing. Okay, so take a deep inhale. And with your mouth closed, as you exhale, allow the buzzing sound. And keep going just like that. Inhaling. And exhale, buzzing. Mouth is closed. And keep going. Find your own rhythm. So don't worry about how long mine is. Yours might be longer or shorter. If you want to make it a little bit deeper, if you want to, what you can do is you gently push your thumbs against your ears to close them, and then you rest your hands on your head. And once you do that, the sound will be louder inside your head, and you won't be able to hear me, right? So if you want to close your ears while you're doing it. Release your hands. Take a deep inhale. And then take a long exhale. And just sit for a moment and observe the effects. So that breathing technique has the effect of neutralizing our thought patterns and creating a little bit more harmony in your brain. It's very hard to think about stuff when you have that buzzing sound going through your mind. So as you sit here just for a few more breaths, see, can you still feel, can you still hear that sound through your brain, that vibration? All the time, strengthening, sharpening our ability to notice the effects of these things. So we're not blindly experiencing the world, we're noticing the effect things have on us, and this helps us with our choices. Let's move the body a little bit. So coming off whatever your cushion you're sitting on, hands on your knees, let's inhale forward, exhale back. Eyes closed, and stay really present. So we're moving stagnation, activating the energy, and then calming the fluctuations of the mind. And then carefully switch direction. And maybe you can feel your circle is getting a little bit bigger as you're creating a little bit more space in the outer hips. It's great to do these practices at night when our body's already warmed up. In the morning when we're stiff. Amazing time to do yoga, right? Because you remove the stiffness and you warm the body up. But in the evening, you have this lovely where you're able to really go a little bit further in poses because your body's already warmed up. Now inhale to the center. Pause, hold the breath. As you hold the breath, squeeze the pelvic floor, relax your shoulders, chest lifts, chin in, eye gaze to the center of your forehead. And then exhale, release your breath. Really nice. Let's do some spinal flexes. So hands to your shins. Inhale forward, exhale back. Keep going. I just want to check the sound setting on the laptop and make sure it's, perfect. So that sense of going forward to your sitting bones and then back towards your tailbone. So really mobilizing the lumbar spine. So these are where the biggest bones of the spine are, right? And so it's often a place where we have a lot of discomfort, where we can hold tension and any kind of pressure also. There's less mobility here in this part of the spine than there is, say, in other parts of the spine. And when we move like this, we're moving for a little bit. Often you can have a little bit of an ache, and that's also very normal. That's the muscles also having to work. But please know your own edge, right? Where is that ache in your lower back? And is it just because you're moving your spine and the muscles are feeling it? Or is it because you have an injury there or a sensitivity that you need to pull back a little bit out of? So really listen, tune into your body. This is your time with you. I'm like the conductor of the orchestra, and each of you must play your instrument. And you know your body better than anybody else. And so you know, once you tune in and really listen, you know what your body needs and doesn't need. Hands on your knees, chest forward, chest back. So now we're more into thoracic spine, so chest going back and forward. Feel the shoulder blades draw towards each other and then separate. That's it. And no problem, if you need to be sitting on something, please do. Let's just do a few more. These have a fantastic effect through the spine, stimulating the energy, stimulating the cerebrospinal fluid. And now take a deep inhale. Pause, hold the breath. Squeeze up to your pelvic floor. Relax your shoulders, chin in, eye gaze, center of the forehead, and be very still. Exhaling, release. Hands to your shoulders. Thumbs are back, fingers forward. Inhale left, exhale right. And find the pace that suits you. Sniffing through the nose. Keep going just a little bit more. Now come to the center. Take a deep inhale. Pause, hold the breath. Draw up to the pelvic floor, eye gaze, center of the forehead. Be very still. Maybe you can feel as if the body is still moving on the inside. Tingling vibration. Exhale, release the hands down. Excellent. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, let them drop. Inhale, shoulders all the way up. Pause, hold, squeeze, chin in. Be very still. Exhale, release. And now drop your chin towards your chest. If you have any neck issues, then please side to side. But otherwise, drop your chin to your chest and then very slow circles. And your circle might be, if you were to imagine your nose is drawing a circle, and the circle goes from the ceiling to the floor, or your circle with your nose maybe as if you were drawing a circle on the wall in front of you. So your range of motion will be very unique to you. And when you're ready, carefully switch direction. Really nice. Now just sit for a moment, observe and notice. Really nice. Let's come around to all fours and do a little bit of cat-cow. So hands beneath your shoulders, knees beneath your hips. Inhaling arch, exhaling round. Let me just fix the sound in the sync. Keep going. Inhaling arch, exhaling round. And let me get rid of this. Really nice. Let's keep going. Inhaling arch, exhaling round. And let's slow the breath down. So let's inhale for a count of 5. Exhale for a count of 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Inhaling. Exhaling. 1 more. Inhaling. Exhaling. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Any sensitivity in your knee, either fold your mat or pop a cushion under your knee. Start with your hand on your thigh. Lift your chest, sink into that left thigh, and then inhale. And as you exhale, sink a little deeper. Just make sure the front knee doesn't go forward of the ankle. And let's reach the arms up, hook your thumbs. And as you exhale, sink in a little deeper. So upper arm bones draw back. Chest lifts. Let's do 2 more deep breaths here, inhaling. It might be comfortable for you to look up. You may prefer to look straight ahead, exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling, long exhale. Really nice. Let's bring the hands down to the floor and straighten your front leg. Now you can hoosh that right foot more forward if you wish. You can have your hands, so everyone should have their cushions nearby. You can have your hands on your cushions, right? If you want to be a little higher up. Yeah, so right leg is straight, back knee is bent. Inhale, lift your chest. And let's exhale and fold. Let's do 3 more just like that. Inhale. And exhale. Two more. Inhaling. And exhaling. And last one. See, can you relax your jaw? Inhale. Can you relax your shoulders? Exhale. Really nice. And now step onto your right foot. Left hand to the floor. And you can leave the left knee down or you can lift the left knee. right hand to your waist. And here we're going to turn in the torso. So keep that right hip in and then rotate. So you can leave your hand on your waist or bring it to your shoulder and then all the way up. Let's breathe deeply here. So inhale. And then as you exhale, breathe open. Let's do 3 more breaths here, okay? So inhale. As you inhale, feel the spine lengthen. And then as you exhale, revolve. So feel that again. It feels a little bit like you're coming out of the twist, but really it's the lengthening and the expansion of the inhale. Like each vertebrae separates a little bit, creating space. And then as you exhale, you can deepen into the twist. Let's do 1 more inhale here. And then exhale and twist. Really nice. Bring the right hand down. And let's step back into a down dog. So you can bring that left knee down. Both feet to the floor. And then tuck your toes. Let's take 3 breaths here. Deep inhale. And a long exhale. And we'll bend the knees next time we inhale. Hinging tailbone towards the ceiling. And as we exhale, very carefully start to straighten the heels towards the floor. You don't have to touch the floor, just going in that direction. Let's take another one. Inhale, bend the knees. Firm, pushing into the hands, and then exhale, heels going back. And now keep the legs straight. This time, take a deep inhale. And then exhale. Really nice. Bring your right knee down this time. And again, pop something underneath it if you have any sensitivity. Left foot forward between your hands. Left hand onto your knee and take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lunge in a little bit. And now reach the arms up. Maybe cross the opposite thumb in front. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, sink down. So chest is open. Think of the back side of your arm, so where the tricep is turning towards the wall in front of you. And so this gives a lovely opening into the shoulders and softens between in the lower upper part of your back, just below the neck. And exhale. So 2 more breaths, and let's really notice them. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Really nice. Very carefully bring your hands down. So we're going to straighten the front leg. And again, remember you can have cushions here for your hands. Right, 2 cushions. And you can rest your hands on the cushions. Your left leg is straight. And then inhale, lift your heart. And as you exhale, fold in. We're going to take 3 more breaths like that. Inhale, lifting. And as you exhale, really feel your spine getting longer. Folding, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. 2 more, inhale. And then exhale. And last one, inhaling. And exhale, relax and sink in. Really nice. Very carefully step onto the left foot. Right hand to the floor. So right knee can stay down. Or you can tuck the toes and lift the right leg. Left hand onto your waist and it can stay there. or bring your hand to your shoulder and reach it up. So loads of options, right? Listen to what suits you tonight. Take an inhale, feel your length in your spine, feel the expansion. And then as you exhale, deepen into the twist. 3 more just like that. So feel the breath in your body as you inhale. That sense of filling up. And then as you exhale, that sense of deepening into the twist of letting go. 2 more, feel it. And then exhaling. And last one, inhale. And exhale. Really nice. Left hand down. And let's step back into down dog. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, straighten your legs. 2 more just like that. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, straighten your legs. Last one. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, straighten your legs. Bring your left knee down and step your right foot forward between your hands. And now lift the left knee and ground the back foot. So the left foot's at an angle and its right heel is in line with the arch of your back foot. And here we're going to keep our hands on the floor and you just straighten that front knee as much as is comfortable for you, right? So it might be quite bent or straight. And here again, you can have your hands on your cushions, right? And let's take 4 breaths. Inhaling, lift your heart. Left hip draws forward. And as you exhale, fold in. Relax the shoulders. Right outer hip draws in. Inhale, lift your heart. And as you exhale, fold in. Inhale, lift. Exhaling, fold. And last one, inhale. And exhale, fold in. Really nice. And let's go to the other side. So let's step back first into plank. Remember, knees can be down. Inhale. Exhale, lower to the ground. Inhale up into cobra. As you exhale, drop one shoulder, look over the other. Feet are active, so knees are lifted. Inhale, lift back up into cobra in the center. And as you exhale, drop your other shoulder, look over. Feel the legs active, pubic bone pressing down. Inhale to center. And then exhale, tuck your toes and push back into down dog. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, straighten your legs. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, straighten your legs. And this time, drop your right knee. Step your left foot forward between your hands. Ground the back foot. Heel to arch alignment. So the heel of the front foot is in the same track as the arch of the back foot. And then hands to your cushions, your blocks, whatever works. And that front knee just as straight as is comfortable for you. So you might have quite a bend in it, depending on your hamstrings and how you feel. So left outer hip draws in. This right frontal hip draws forward, shoulders relaxed. Inhale, lengthen, lift your heart. And as you exhale, fold in. 3 more. Really push into the back foot. Firm the back of the right knee. Exhaling, fold. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Exhaling, fold. And last one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhaling, fold. And now very carefully, let's step back into plank. So remember, straight line or knees down, whichever works. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, elbows in, chest and chin coming down, and you come forward, right? So shoulders are over the fingertips. Toes point back, legs active, knees lifting. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop one shoulder, look over the other. Inhale, back to center, lift up. Exhale, drop your other shoulder. Inhale to center, lift. And then exhale, come back into child's pose. So knees wide and pushing back. Take a full inhale here. And really feel the breath in the back body as you inhale. Feel the belly expanding. And then as you exhale, sink in. So you can reach the fingertips a bit further forward and the tailbone back. Let's take another breath like that. Inhale. And exhale. Really nice. So let's come on to our back. I should have said it earlier, sorry. To have a towel or a strap or a belt or a scarf, something like that. I'm just going to grab a towel here. Just to put around our foot. And so let's lie back. And you can put your towel beside you here first. And first thing we do is cross your right leg on top of your left thigh and make sure that the bony ankle has passed the thigh so it's not pushing into it. So we start with thread the eye of the needle. So right knee is bent, right hand comes on the inside between the two legs and the left leg goes on the outside. Left hand rather goes on the outside. And then as you exhale, think of the right knee drawing away from you. So inhale, filling up. And then exhale, right knee draws away from you. Let's do 2 more like that. Shoulders relaxed, back of the neck long, deep inhale. Exhale, right knee opening away. Lovely, last one. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, right knee orienting away. Really nice. So now carefully place your left foot on the floor and grab your towel and place the towel around your right leg. So here you can keep your left knee bent, especially if you have any lower back problems. Good to support the lower back. Otherwise, left leg can be long. So either way. And let's just breathe here. So relax your shoulders, close your eyes, soften your jaw. Inhale. And then long exhale. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale. That sense of any residual stress or tension, you are letting it go with the exhale. Let's take one more here. And exhale. And now carefully place both ends of your strap into your right hand, left hand onto your left hip, and let your right leg out to the side. So it doesn't matter how far it goes, right? It might just go a little bit out, and that's perfect. So don't worry about it at all. And breathe deeply. Left hand onto your left frontal hip bone here, just to make sure that your left sitting bone, left hip stay grounding. Relax your shoulders and press that left shoulder blade into the floor. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Deep inhale. And then exhale. Flex your left foot if your left leg is long, so that left leg is really active. And 1 more deep inhale. And exhaling. And now very slowly bring that right leg up and bring it right across your body. And so the right leg goes over to the left. And reach your right arm out to the side. And maybe look towards the right arm or look towards the ceiling, doesn't matter. And just make sure you can feel both of your shoulder blades on the floor. Take a deep inhale. And a long exhale. And 1 more inhale. And exhale. Really nice. Bring that leg back and release your right leg all the way down. Just take a moment before we go to the side and notice the right side and the left side. Maybe one feels denser or heavier. One has more sensation than the other. So just noticing. Super, let's go to the side. So now, left foot crosses on top of the right knee. Left hand comes between your legs and right hand on the outside. And now take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, left knee draws away from you. Take an inhale. And exhale. Having that orientation all the time for the left knee to draw away from you. 2 more breaths here. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale. And last one, inhaling. And exhaling. Really nice. Release that right foot to the floor. And then lift the strap around your left foot. So the right knee can stay on the floor or the right leg is long, whichever works. Inhaling. And exhaling. Relax your shoulders. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more here. Take an inhale. And exhale. And now both ends of the strap into your left hand and let your left leg out to the side. That's it. Right hand onto your hip. And breathe. Relax your jaw, your shoulders. 2 more breaths here. And now very carefully pop the strap into your right hand and let that left leg go right across your body over to the right. Left arm out to the side, and then make sure both of your shoulders are on the floor. So chest facing the ceiling. And let's take 2 deep breaths here. Very carefully coming all the way back up. And release your strap down. Bend your knees now. And let's inhale, lift all the way up into a bridge. And exhale, rolling down. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, coming up. Vertebrae by vertebrae. And then exhaling, rolling down. And last one. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, coming down. So we're going to take a supported bridge. So either use a block. I have a block, but I'm going to use my cushions because I reckon most of you guys don't have blocks, right? And so pop the cushions underneath your back so that your feet are on the floor and your hips are supported to be lifted. Let your palms face up and hold and breathe. So as you breathe, notice and feel the effect of this posture where our hips are higher than our heart. And so that flow of energy going towards the heart, throat, and the higher centers of the brain. And stay tuned into your breath. If you wish, if you're comfortable, you can let your legs go up into the air. But you don't have to. You can leave your legs down, no problem. So see what suits you. Important to keep the chest open as you breathe here. So really lovely flow of energy from the legs, going down into the abdominal area, and then from there flowing towards your heart and throat. And no problem if your feet need to be on the ground, then leave them on the ground. And so now very carefully place your feet down. And then when you're ready, remove your cushions. And we're going to come into Shavasana. So I'm going to sit up because I'm going to talk you through a guided relaxation. And I'd like you to get comfortable. So blankets, I love a cushion or a pillow underneath my legs. I love underneath my head. And if you have something to cover your eyes, then please pop something over your eyes. Now, baby, come here. And so let's lie down. I'm going to make sure. Now. And make yourself all together comfortable. So if you need to wiggle, to adjust, have your palms open and out, have your legs opened out. And feel yourself relax. Relax your eyes so you feel like there are little white pearls drawing towards the back of your head. Soften your face Let any of the masks that we present to the world just release. Let them fall off. And sense the purity of your skin, your face. Relax your jaw and your tongue. And spend a moment just feeling, as you exhale, a deep release in the back of the jaw, the center of the tongue. Relax down through your throat. Feel the widening across the front of your chest. And take a moment to receive down through your arms. Sense the tingle in the palms of your hands. Relax your belly, your hips, and down through your legs. Feel where your body is touching the earth. And have that sense of being supported, being held. And now bring your attention to your forehead and relax your forehead. So I'm going to guide you in Yoga Nidra, which has a unique effect of unwinding in the nervous system. I'm going to bring you through all the different parts of your body. And your job is very simple. Just let your mind, your awareness go to each place. You don't need to do anything. And it's okay if your mind wanders off. And if you don't hear everything I say, that's also fine if you fall asleep. So relax in your forehead, your chin, the center of your chest, your right chest, your right shoulder, your right elbow, your right wrist, the tip of your right thumb, tip of your index finger, tip of your middle finger, tip of the ring finger, the tip of the little finger. Relax your right wrist, right elbow, right shoulder, right chest, center of the chest, left chest, left shoulder, left elbow, left wrist, tip of the left thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, tip of your little finger. Relax your left wrist, left elbow, left shoulder, left chest, center of your chest, softening, surrendering. Your navel, your pelvis. Relax your right hip, your right knee, your right ankle, the tip of your right big toe, your first toe, second toe, third toe, tip of your little toe. Relax your right ankle, right knee, right hip, pubis, your left hip, left knee, left ankle, tip of your left big toe, your first toe, second toe, third toe, tip of your little toe. Relax your left ankle, left knee, left hip, and pubis. Relax your navel. Relax through the center of your chest, through your chin, through your third eye, and sense a beautiful, clear, white energy through your third eye, and see that energy flowing from the third eye and filling your whole head, filling your throat, filling your torso, clearing out any tension, filling your belly, surrounding each and every one of your organs with brilliant white light. Down through the lower intestines, filling your pelvis, down through your legs, and all the way down through to the soles of your feet. See your whole body bathed in light and light surrounding you. Your whole being bathing in light and surrounded by light. Feel the floor beneath you. Come back into the felt experience of your body. And feel so grateful for this moment. Gratitude for your health, for the abundance in your life, and for the infinite possibilities that we have. And that we recognize when we take time to get still, grounded, connected. When we access that deeper part of ourselves, the you inside of you. And so begin to move your fingers and your toes. And if you would prefer to stay lying here for another while, please do so. Otherwise, stretch your arms up overhead. Draw your knees into your chest. Roll onto your right side. And come up to sitting. Or stay resting. And whenever you're ready to, then you come out of it. But feeling so grateful for all the gifts in our lives. When our mind is fractured and fragmented, it's very hard to access our deeper wisdom. And so always remember your breath. This is our gateway. And may you have a wonderful rest of your evening. And thank you so much for coming here tonight. It's truly an honor on my part to teach you guys. And namaste. The light within me acknowledges the light within each of you. Sending you each so much love and blessings. And I will see you all in 2 weeks. No class next week.